Which of these images resembles nature more? Or do they resemble nature equally? This is the question that we asked dozens of Dartmouth students across campus in order to solicit their perspectives on the relationship with nature. The results were what we expected. The vast majority of people chose the option we expected them to, with many saying that it was the obvious answer. After asking this question, we then educated our peers on Morton's theory on ecology without nature. Our intention with this project was to force a confrontation with a new way of thinking about ecology that extends beyond the confines of Carson 61 and encourage a stronger environmental ethic of care. Here are the results. Which one of these images do you think resembles nature more, or are they the same?
Nature? This one resembles nature more to me.
I agree, but I also think that the water in this one could also resemble
The sky a little bit too.
and the sky. But I
But
think
not the building, right?
No.
not the building.
Equal.
I think this more closely resembles. Thank you.
I think this one resembles nature.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I would say that one.
I say the buzz nest. I'd say the bird nest. This one. Probably the nest.
This one.
No, obviously this one.
It's fun.
Are they equal?
I think
they're equal.
Alright, which of these two images do you think more closely resembles nature?
I mean, I think the bird's nest.
And why is that?
Because I think, a bird, created it from scratch. I think that something that's human built is inherently not in nature because
So why are humans not a part of nature?
because the humans have achieved this level of separation and they're destroying nature in a way that
But don't you think that's the problem? The idea that humans are separate from nature is what justifies the degradation, propertization, and exploitation of nature?
That's a good point. I mean, I think that humans will always try to move forward, but that is it's a dangerous road we're going on. I mean, we have to be careful not to destroy what makes ours beautiful. So,
I mean, to ask it again, do you think these are equal, or do you still consider one more natural than the other?
I mean, I can see now that how one could argue that a large building in Manhattan is just as natural because if humans are part of nature, then what we do is the same as what a bird does.
Why do humans consider skyscrapers to be unnatural while birds' nests are natural? We argue that this reveals just how entrenched the binaristic separation between nature and quote-unquote civilization is. The difference between the two is totally imagined. In fact, this perceived disentanglement from nature is exactly what merits exploitation and the reduction of nature to a standing reserve for instrumentality. Both the skyscraper and the bird's nest are places of gathering, love, and sociability, and deep expressions of labor and toil. Both are made and constructed from materials in the earth, whether that be sticks or steel, and both demand creativity and ingenuity. Any artificial distinction between humans and animals are arbitrary, regressive, and logically unsound. Thus, as Morton posits, we should not see nature as something out there, separated and abstracted away from human creation. We should not put nature on a pedestal. Instead, we should see human subjects as all part of the mesh, a quantum, interconnected affective fauna, and recognize that skyscrapers and nests are two sides of the same labor of love.
Which of these natures do you...
Which of these natures do you...